I don't catch you. I want you to repeat again. Hello, class.
Hello, sir.
So I'm so happy to be in front of you today because I have brought you a story. So I have brought you a tremendous story. Okay, a wonderful story. So I want you, please, okay, to have the title of my story. So the title of my story is Jesus feeds the 5,000. Okay. So let me write.
C'est à écrire. Vous allez faire ça demain. C'est cette histoire. C'est à faire demain. C'est à faire demain puis vendredi et puis lundi.
The 5,000.
Écrivez, hein. Au lieu de regarder comme. Je ne mettrai pas ça en ligne.
Nourrir. 5,000. So here, 5,000 represent people. So it means that Jesus feeds the 5,000 people. So I would like someone to do me a favor, okay, to repeat my title. I want to do me a favor to repeat my title. Can you please repeat my title? The title of our story.
Jesus is 5,000.
Oh my God, what a wonderful title. So, do a favor. Do a favor for somebody. C'est ça, aider, hein? Aider. Okay? Now, so in my story, we have 3 people. So I mean the characters, okay? The people who compose our story. Character. Okay, as you see, my story is a biblical story. Okay? It means that I took my story from the Bible. Okay? I took my story from the Bible.
Yeah, it is like that.
Okay, so I took my story from the Bible, and you know the Bible. Can you please, can you please tell me the definition of the Bible? What do you understand by the Bible?
The Bible is the book of God.
What do you know about the Bible? What do you know about the Bible?
The Bible is the word of God.
Thank you. So the Bible is the word of God. So can you see it better? Can you see? Can you say something about the Bible?
Bible tell how ways what is true.
Okay, so we can understand that the Bible is the book in which we find the word of God. Okay, and the word of God that we find in the Bible is holy. Okay, it is a word, the word which was inspired by God Himself to be inspired. Okay, so my story is a story. Okay, it is a story which was taken from the Bible. So, without too much delay, I'm going to speak to you about a little bit about the characters, so the people who compose our story. So we're going to start with Jesus. So before I may tell you, okay, before I may speak a little bit about the characters, the people who compose our story, I would like to, okay, to tell the class, okay, to tell like something about Jesus. What do you know about Jesus?
Jesus is the Son of God.
Jesus is the Son of God. So what do you know about Jesus? What do you know about Jesus?
Jesus is the God.
Is God, yeah. So Jesus is God. So here, Jesus is the Son of God. So Jesus, you know what? Jesus has qualifications. He has names. Okay, depending on the situation, depending on the cases for which he intervenes. Okay, to intervene. So it means that if Jesus Christ healed you, if Jesus Christ healed somebody, so that person, we call him the healer. The healer. Get me, sir? So if he healed you, so that one we call him the healer. Okay? If Jesus Christ provided okay, something to you, that person we call him the provider. Okay, provider. So he has a lot of names, a lot of qualifications. So now let's talk a little bit about the disciples, because in our story we have disciples, and you know the disciples are the followers. They are the followers. Les suiveurs. They were the followers, those who go with Jesus everywhere he goes. So those who escort Jesus to the school. Okay, so they decided to go with Jesus Christ everywhere he was going. Okay, they participated in a spread of the word of God that Jesus Christ was doing. Okay, to participate in. Okay, so now let's not speak about the 5,000 people. You know, the 5,000 people are people, okay, who were following Jesus Christ. Are people who are sick. They had a lot of problems, okay, and decided to follow Jesus for them to get the healing, to get solution, okay, to their problem. Healing, guérison. Okay? And they decided to go to listen to the word of God, because Jesus Christ was accustomed to preaching the word of God, to be accustomed. Okay. So that's all about the characters of my story. And do you know what?
What?
Do you know what?
What?
You know, in my story,
Yeah.
you are going to discover how Jesus Christ is so compassionate. To be compassionate. That's the
Compatissant.
Okay? How Jesus Christ is so compassionate, how this Jesus Christ is, okay? The miracle maker. Miracle maker.
Mhm.
So with Jesus Christ, you can have everything you want. So, I want now to get in the spring of my story. To get in the spring. So, I want now to get in the spring of my story. So, I want you now to be concentrated. I want to be attentive now, because serious thing begins. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, Jesus Christ having the mission, okay, to spread the word of God all over the countryside, okay, was traveling. He decided to travel, okay, all over the country, the countryside combined.
Apparemment, les savants n'écrivent pas. Hein?
Countryside. I was saying that Jesus Christ having the mission, okay, to preach the word of God, his Father, okay, was traveling to travel. Was traveling all over, à travers, all over. Vous avez déjà écrit ça? All over. À travers. All over the countryside. Okay? With his disciple. So when he was traveling, okay, to spread the word of God, the word of his Father, he was followed by a lot of people, by many people. I mean, those who had sicknesses, those who had diseases. Okay? And the people who had diseases, okay? So as the word of God was so good to them, as they found solution to their problems, they decided to keep on following Jesus Christ, to keep on They decided to keep on following Jesus Christ for what he did for them, for what he was for them. So do you know what he was for them?
No.
He was the healer. He was their healer. So they cannot accept to follow a person like this without the person to do anything to them. So it was that Jesus healed them. That's why they decided to go, okay? Not to quit him, to quit. Go away. They decided to go with him, to stay with him all the night. Okay? So let me now tell you what happened. And an amazing thing happened. An amazing thing happened. The disciples of Jesus Christ did not those people to remain with Jesus Christ, to remain. The disciples of Jesus Christ did not the latter to remain with Jesus Christ because it was too late. Okay? It was getting too late. It was getting dark. To get dark. Okay? Ça devenait sombre. So, it was getting too dark. Okay? That the disciples of Jesus Christ did not accept them to remain with them. So they forbade them to forbid. Forbade. So they forbade the people, these people, the 5,000 people, to stay with them. Okay? Because they did not have enough food to eat with them, to share with them. Food. Okay? Not only it was getting dark, but also they did not have enough food to share with these people, with this crowd. Food. Okay? So those are the reasons. But Jesus Christ, being so compassionate, okay, did not allow them to let them go. To let them go away. Jesus did not like this kind of thing that the disciples did to these people, because he's so compassionate. Okay, so his compassion was so huge. Okay, that he did not want to leave them go. And Jesus Christ told his disciples, "Let them remain with us." Okay, and you can even give them some food. Okay, instead of kicking them, you have to tell them to stay with us, so that we may be together. Because I want them to listen to the word of God. I want them to benefit from everything that I have. So instead of telling them to go, I want you to tell them to remain with us, and you can even give them some food, okay? And even tell them to go to villages to look for food, okay? To go to villages to look for food, to look for. Chercher food, nourriture. Oh, my God. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
do you know what happened?
What?
Do you know what happened again?
What?
The disciples, being so bad, they insisted, they continued with an insisting statement, and kept on telling Jesus Christ, "Hey, Master, Master, we don't want you to allow them to stay with us, because the food that we have is insufficient." The food that we have is insufficient. So it will not be sufficient to all of us, for everybody. So leave them to go, so that we may stay alone. To stay alone. But Jesus Christ insisted. Jesus Christ insisted. No! You don't need to tell them to go. You don't need to tell them to go. They have to stay here. They have to stay here, okay? Whether it is too dark or not. Whether it is dark or not. Whether. Qu'il soit sombre ou pas, okay? Whether it is dark or not. We have to stay with them. And Jesus Christ ordered them. Jesus Christ ordered them. Ordered. Ordered them. But telling them, Jesus Christ ordered them. He needs a statement. Hey, give me those fish. Give me those five loaves of bread. Loaves of bread. Loaves of bread. C'est ça, morceau de pain. Give me, because they only had 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. And that was not enough. And Jesus Christ told them, I want to give me those 5 loaves of bread, I mean what we have as food, and I will do something. I will do all my best, okay, to help them, okay, for getting ready the food for everybody. Okay? And they gave him the 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Okay? And after a while, because Jesus Christ should perform a miracle. Perform. Faire, opérer. Jesus Christ should perform a miracle. Jesus Christ had to find a solution to this problem because he did not want them to go away. He did not want these people to go back to their home, to their places, okay, to their homeland. Homeland. So Jesus wanted to start with them, okay, and he had to find a solution to their problem, okay? And he did this kind of thing because of the compassion, because of in the idea of putting an end to the problem, okay, of the people, okay? So as the people had were hungry, to be hungry. Okay? So Jesus had to put an end to the hunger, okay, that was beating those people to beats. That was beating those people, okay? So Jesus Christ now directed to direct. Tu peux passer? To direct, diriger. Jesus Christ directed the crowd, okay, to sit down on grass, to sit down on grass, to sit down on the grass. Grass, c'est ça, pelouse, la pelouse. To sit down on grass. So Jesus Christ said to everybody to sit down on grass because he had to do something. So after that, Jesus Christ took the 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Okay, he lifted up to heaven. He looked up to heaven. Oh, no, to look up. To look up to heaven. Heaven. He looked up to heaven. Gave thanks. To give thanks. get pants, okay, and break the laws.